A month before the trade deadline, they last suited the top hurler on the trade block in Cliff Lee. The left-hander has been the innings eater they needed, pitching into at least the 8th inning in all of his starts. With Lee added to an already solid rotation and a powerful offensive lineup, the Rangers are poised for the postseason. But not so fast. Right below them in the standings is a little team that could shock the AL West. The A's sit 8.5 games back and are playing their best baseball, especially at home where they have won 8 out of their last 11. Tonight, it is the most important series of the year. The Green and Gold know it is time to make their move. It's game 1 of a 3-game set. A's Rangers next. After an off day yesterday, the A's are back to work, and it is a big weekend of baseball. The first place Texas Rangers here at the Coliseum, and the A's, well, they need to start making up some ground in the standings, and hopefully that will start tonight. The first of 3, it's the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Indeed, this is a big series, folks, even though it's still just early August. But Dallas Braden to the mound tonight, Ray, and he's been pitching outstanding lately. His last start in Chicago, he was terrific.
Well, he's won his last 2, and that really helps, especially his last start against a very tough-hitting Chicago White Sox in Chicago. And the important thing about Dallas Braden, that pitch, the changeup. He'll throw it any time. That makes his fastball that much better. He's also throwing a curveball and the cut fastball, so he's throwing all his pitches. And, of course, his Tex move, the going to first base to get the pick off. But there's no doubt Dallas Braden is looking forward to tonight's game because he wants to be the starting pitcher first game of a big series. And nobody better than Dallas Braden pitching tonight. I just hope all of his pitches are working like they were in Chicago. If they are, this is an aggressive hitting club, especially the changeup. If it's working well, it should be a good night for him.
Well, last week the Rangers took 2 out of 3 from the A's in Texas, and Cliff Lee, his start, he had 13 strikeouts.
Well, you look at the strike zone, there's no doubt it was very wide that night. Jack Cuss was ejected. You're going to see the curveball that he was called out on, and as a result was ejected. But it's one of those you have to be very aggressive against Cliff Lee because he does not walk a lot of batters. Go after him early, see what happens at that point.
So Cliff Lee, Dallas Braden, a pair of lefties in game 1 of this 3-game series. It should be a fun weekend of baseball here at the Coliseum. Stick around. We'll have lineups and first pitch as we get set for baseball from the Coliseum.
what's possible with the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Lineup cards being exchanged at home plate. And a cool night at the Coliseum. But a big weekend for the Athletics. With the date being August 6th and the A's 8.5 back in the standings, it's probably time to go. Hopefully that'll happen this weekend. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. 61 degrees. It's a clear night, but it is cool. Almost feels like April or maybe even October. Chilly night.
Maybe even August. Fireworks night.
Yeah, fireworks tonight. So good crowd on hand, still filing in.
Well, and folks who are not out here tonight watching and thinking, well, come out tomorrow night and watch the A's play. Well, tomorrow's game is a day game, so just be reminded of that. Bob Guerin, team photo today, and everybody was reminded, hey guys, tomorrow is a day game. Yep. Make sure you check the board, see what time to be here. Seagulls will know that it was supposed there's a game change, so they'll be out here as soon as the game is over tomorrow afternoon.
Those are updated standings, folks. Updated because the Angels have already won their game. They beat the Tigers 4-2 in Detroit. So Angels struggling lately, but they get a win tonight to open up that series. So they pick up a half game. So they're 9.5 back. The A's 8.5 back of these first place Texas Rangers. Let's take a look at the Rangers lineup tonight. That'll face the lefty Dallas Braden. Familiar names: Elvis Andrus at short, Monto Young at third, Josh Hamilton in center. Vlad Guerrero is the DH, Nelson Cruz in right, and then a new guy, Jorge Cantu will play first base, David Murphy left, another new guy, Christian Guzman at second, and Taylor Teagarden is the catcher. Defensively for the Athletics, Davis, Chris, and Carson in the outfield. Guzman off, Pennington, Ellis Barton around the infield. Kurt Suzuki catches Dallas Braden.
Now Dallas Braden, as we mentioned, coming off two very good outings. The first two wins since his perfect game on May the 9th. Last three starts, though, 270 earned run average, 363 overall, making his 19th start. Of course, he was on the disabled list for about a total of 28 or 29 days. But the walks, just 20, so the ninth starting pitchers, both very good about throwing strikes. And we saw Dallas, his last start, the complete game against the Chicago White Sox. He did walk a couple of batters in that game, 98 pitches, and going the distance in Chicago against a very powerful hitting Chicago White Sox. So Dallas trying to get the A's off on the right foot tonight, winning, at least pitching well and trying to win the first game of this big three-game weekend series. And I think the Rangers realize the A's starting staff very good. And it starts with Dallas Braden tonight, who is healthy, throwing all of his pitches, and of course the changeup is his best.
So the Rangers with their 63-45 record, third best record in the American League behind the Yankees and the Rays. So they are a confident group. And the A's know that this is an important series for them. And we are just about set to get this series underway as Elvis Andrus, the young shortstop, steps in. Dallas Braden has finished the warm-up tosses.
The game Dallas pitched against the Rangers here on the 3rd of May. His opposite number, Rich Harden, pitched his best game of the season that night against the Athletics, his former team, pitching very well here. So Cliff Lee, another tough customer on the mound tonight for the Rangers.
First pitch of the ball game to Elvis Andrus is a fastball at the knees. First strike, so we're underway. 7:09 start time. Just a little bit of sunshine out in right field yet. A couple of fastballs to start the game, and Braden is ahead in the count 0-2. Matt Carson playing shallow right field, so he's just got a little sun to deal with. Not too bad. Fastball right on the inside corner, strike three call. Perfect pitch.
Check out our keys to the game, brought to you by Toyota. A's huge series, no doubt. Make or break? I don't think so, but at least it's a good way to start a good winning streak. How about that? Get them back close to the Angels. Braden changed speeds against a potent lineup. He did it against the White Sox last Saturday. And for Cliff Lee, he will pitch deep and try to get to him early, expand the strike zone. But I think already tonight, watching Angel Hernandez, however you want to call his first name, whatever it is, great positioning behind catcher Kurt Suzuki. And to me, when
umpire lines up to where he can see both sides of the plate without being inside the shoulder. See how he sets up? He's able to see both sides of the plate, and I think that's going to help Dallas Braden. But I think in particular the A's hitters facing Cliff Lee, so maybe the strike zone won't be as expanded as it was in Arlington.
Batting in the third position.
So 2 outs as Michael Young flies out. There's Angel Hernandez. Joe West is the crew chief. He's down at third. So, Ray, if an umpire sets up like Hernandez is, where he's right behind the catcher, he would have to stand a little more upright to not be blocked by the catcher. Does that hurt the possibility of him calling a low strike? Is he more inclined to call a high strike?
Yeah, usually we'd say that, but you know, the one thing he's doing, he's lining himself up with the home plate. Now, against the right-hander Michael Young, he kind of moved with Kurt Suzuki, but at least with the left-hander, if Kurt moves outside, he's staying square to the plate, which, to me, that's perfect.
So some umpires go with the catcher, or he is staying.
He's staying. Or, in this case, with the left-hander, he'll stay on the right shoulder or on the inside part of the plate and that angle to the outside. And this is where I'd like to see all the umpires set up.
Slowly hit to Mark Ellis. And Dallas Braden has a 3-up, 3-down top of the first inning. Bottom of the first coming up. Cliff Lee set to take the mound for the Rangers. No score. Athletics lineup. Chris Barton, Suzuki, Kuzmanov, Rosales. Rosales is the DH. Ellis, Davis, Carson, and Pennington. Defensively for the Texas Rangers, Murphy in left, Hamilton in center, Cruz in right. Young, Andrus, Guzman, Cantu, third to first. Taylor Teagarden is the catcher, and there's the pitcher.
With the Rangers 1-2, 291 earned run average is Cliff Lee, of course, joining the Rangers from the Seattle Mariners. Good cut fastball. He's not really overpowering with his fastball. Tops out about 90, 91, but has a very good cut fastball working both sides of the plate. Dallas Braden was perfect in the first inning.
How about that?
Spotted his fastball. That's a good way to get started. And Dallas, nobody looks forward to a bigger game, big game more than Dallas Braden.
Pop up. Foul territory. Jorge Cantu. And Cantu, playing the extra foul territory, makes the catch.
Well, fans, now's the time to get secure your 2011. That's right, 2011 season tickets. For just a deposit of $150 on new orders, you can get an A's player jersey, and you get to pick the player. Your deposit also guarantees you rights to purchase playoff tickets this season and next season. Operators are standing by. That guy, they're sitting, but they're all ready. right now. Call 510-638-4627. 510-638-GO-A's. Do it now and take advantage of a great offer. We're already thinking about 2011 and we'll be here before you know it. Right now, a lot of business remaining for the A's. With that combination, the A's have a very big chance. Catfish is going to start. Ricky's going to play the outfield. Different eras, but I think Ricky might have been able to play for the early 70s teams.
Quick 0-2 to Derek Barton. He struggles against Lee, 0 for 11 in his career. Kurt Suzuki in the on-deck circle. That's a shot down the first base line. Barton hits the bag at first. He's digging for 2. Cruz picks it up, and Barton's digging for 3, and he is going to make it with a sliding triple.
Well, Cruz, actually, they were all shading Derek Martin to left field. And he turned on an inside pitch and fooled everybody. Nelson Cruz had a long way to go. Inside target is there, but Derek Barton pulled the hands in. I think this might have been set up more of a waste pitch. And he wasted it all right down in the corner. And Cruz, who injured himself earlier, this time, though, Barton realized they had a chance for 3. Picked up Mike Gallego. And really could have done it all on his own, but instead picked up his third base coach and started sprinting about halfway to second base, turned the bag, and the infield comes in for Kurt Suzuki.
Third triple of the year for Barton. And now Lee will face Suzuki, and the pitch is hit foul toward the Rangers bullpen. So are you surprised the infield comes in the very first inning?
Not really. I mean, Dallas Braden, you start looking at the pitcher you're facing, how many runs might he give up? But, you know, with 1 out, you take the chance. If you give up a hit, you're still 1 out, and you have a possibility of a double play. But I think they're just trying to hope for a strikeout or a ground ball. Of course, Cliff Lee struck out 13 A's batters in 9 innings on the 27th of July when the A's were in Arlington. They cut fastball down and in, backdoor cut fastball. Jackie Moore along with Ron Washington, bench coach and manager. That's the tough one right there. Hope it's not called a strike, especially if you can't hit it. You take it, it's called a ball. Wash got a vote of confidence from the new ownership group, Greenberg and Nolan Ryan. That's good to see, good to hear.
Line shot, left field. Murphy's not going to get it. 1 hops the wall. Barton will score, and Kurt Suzuki has an RBI double, and the A's have a 1-0 lead.
Just a very nice controlled swing by Kurt Suzuki. Barton and Suzuki, a triple to double with 2 strikes. And watch Kurt just lay the bat on the ball, down and in, hooking away from Murphy in left field. And 1 hop off the Ricky Henderson retired jersey. And Ultra Mo, watch the front foot plant. The bat is back, and a very good swing, head down. Great concentration and a great follow through by number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
So Suzuki gets his 49th run batted in on the season, and it gives the A's the early lead. So Kuzmanov hits, looking to knock in another run. 2-0. The Rangers have the 3rd best team ERA in the American League, 3.79. The A's have the 2nd best, 3.0. Drops in for a strike, 2-1. Adam Rosales, who's the DH tonight, waiting in the on-deck circle, just underway, and the A's with the run on the board here in the bottom of the 1st. Guzman playing behind second base.
Teagarden and Lee not on the same page, and runner at second base. Of course, catcher has to go through a lot of signs. Veteran Benji Marlena catching in Texas against the Athletics. Lee pitching in that game.
So now full count to Kuzminov.
See a cutter inside. That's a nasty pitch.
And that start in Texas where Lee struck out 13. He gave up just 5 hits in 9 innings. On the ground to the shortstop, Andrus. He throws a little bit low. Cantu reaches for it. Suzuki stays at second base for the second out.
Batting in the 5th position.
So here's Rosales.
Hitter, number 7, Adam Rosales.
So Bob Guerin probably wanting to get a right-handed bat in the lineup. So Rosales will DH.
Well, he had been playing Adam at second and Marcellus DHing, but this is probably at least a pretty good way to go. Marcellus excellent around the bag, so is Adam Rosales, but they're kind of alternating. Most importantly, both are in the lineup tonight.
Rosales on the first pitch. Ray, have you seen anything approach-wise by the Athletics that may have been different than how they went after Lee in Texas?
Well, I think the biggest thing is Lee, at least in this inning, does not seem to be as sharp as he was in Texas.
Good call.
You know, he's throwing the cut fastball inside of the right-handers, where he was throwing a lot of backdoor outside cut fastballs catching the corner.
Yeah, just the fact that he allowed an 0-2 triple to Derek Barton. That tells you something right there. Just one unearned run in that start. It was the game the Rangers won on the Nelson Cruz walk-off home run. Big curve, swing and a miss. He struck him out, but a triple, a double, and the double belongs to Kurt Suzuki. Had knocked in a run. So the A's with a 1-0 lead after 1. California is brought to you by The Other Guy, starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. It's in theaters now. 1-0, the Athletics lead the Texas Rangers. First pitch to Vladimir Guerrero, just a bit outside. Braden in a 3-up, 3-down first inning through just 9 pitches. Got a strikeout. Guerrero, big swing, he fouls it back. Guerrero, Cruz, and Cantu. So 3 very powerful right-handed hitters for Braden to face here in the second. Guerrero third in the American League in RBIs with 86. Miguel Cabrera leads the league with 93. Alex Rodriguez has 87. Guerrero 86. Changeup on 3-1 just misses outside, so a leadoff walk to Guerrero.
Well, the pitch sequence to the big man, and not as aggressive this time. First pitch just misses outside. They go inside, fouls him back. That's really a lot of times like to pitch him, and then inside again. They go outside. The fastball miss, and then a changeup 3-1. He wouldn't bite at it. And that's shocking.
That was the most disciplined I've ever seen.
That's right.
There's a line drive. Ellis has it. Double play. So just like that, 2 outs. Braden got an atom ball right at Mark Ellis.
On defensive, Vladimir Guerrero's ball was smoked. Fortunately, it was an atom ball. Guerrero 2 steps, and that was really 2 steps too many. Because the only way he could have avoided being doubled off is not move. But as he started, thinking the ball might be in the gap. Instead, it's back in the dugout.
Cantu swings at the first pitch, pops it foul. Shutdown innings. Dallas Braden, one of the best in the league, and he's working on a shutdown inning right here. Oh, 1 to Cantu. Off the end of the bat, and a cue shot. And that'll do it. So leadoff walk, but Guerrero gets doubled off. Bottom of the second, coming up 1-0 A's. Bart in the first. Here in the second, it'll be Ellis, Davis, and Carson. Ellis bounces one toward Andrus, waits on it, and then throws to first. 1 out. So that'll bring up Raj Davis.
Batting 7.
So the Rangers and the A's, including tonight's game, 10 games left against each other. Again, that includes tonight. Rangers and the Angels have 7 games left. There still is a 4-game series left here at the Coliseum between these two teams, the second to the last weekend of the season. September 23, 24, 25, and 26. The A's go back to Texas at the end of this month for a 3-game set.
Yeah, they go to Cleveland, and then on their way to New York, they'll stop by in Texas.
And then on their way home, they'll go to New York. There's the games left. Rajai Davis hooks one into the corner. And that's going to be another extra base hit for the Athletics, a double for Rajai Davis.
And the third 2-strike hit for the Athletics, and Cliff Lee hung a breaking ball to Rajai Davis after 2 very good fastballs, and then the big old hanger. Slower curveball, and really talk about pitching backwards. Not even pitching backwards there. Usually you go hard fastballs when you're ahead of the count, but he threw him a very slow curve. Rajai stayed back, and another hooking double down the left field line.
Carson, swing and a miss. 19th double of the year for Rajai Davis. Got that second half thing going again, just like last year. Big lead at second base. Guzman right there to hold him on. In a situation like this, not out of the question for Rajai Davis to think about stealing third. Get yourself to third with 1 out.
Unfortunately, 2 quick strikes, so it takes away a little bit of that possibility. He's getting a bigger lead.
One and two. Carson a homer and 3 RBIs in his time with the Athletics. Swing there, fouls it in the second deck.
Got a couple of strikes on Carson. Lee throwing the fastball. He likes to throw the cutter inside, down, and they get him to swing over the pitch, but so far it's not been an effective pitch for him.
Went upstairs with a fastball, and Carson swings and misses. Right about eye level.
As he started his swing right there, he said, "Oh no, I can't hit that." And see, pull the hands in and just know that it was not a good pitch to try to hit, especially in that zone up.
So saying I can't hit it and I can't stop my swing. That's a bad combination.
Horrible combination. Just clanked off somebody's hands. Get a glove. Bring a glove just in case.
May have clanked off somebody's head.
Unfortunately. Afterwards, exactly.
But that person is okay. 0-2 to Cliff Pennington. Pennington 258 with 3 homers and 31 runs batted in. Strike 3 call. The fastball inside corner. So a couple of strikeouts for Cliff Lee. And the A's leave Rajai Davis stranded at second base. 1-0 Athletics. Dallas Braden back to the mound. Braden will face Murphy, Guzman, and Teagarden. Murphy a left-handed hitter, Guzman a switch hitter, Teagarden a right-handed hitter. Murphy does not play a lot against left-handers, but he's in there tonight.
And the other left-hander that A's will see, the right-handers will be Bourbon. But Washington going with Murphy, who at least lefty-lefties. Yeah. Let's take a chance.
Close pitch, 2-2 the count.
A's have the 3 lefties in succession, and Anderson pitched on Wednesday. And then Braden and Gonzalez. And then the 2 right-handers back-to-back.
Payoff pitch to Murphy. He bounces it. Braden reaches up and grabs it. The underhand, and that's out number 1. Nice play by Dallas Braden. That brings us to our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn Ray question. You can log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Sean from San Francisco asks, has anyone ever thrown 2 no-hitters in the same season? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4 guys have done it. Johnny Vandermeer, of course, back-to-back. Nolan Ryan did it in 1973 with the Angels.
And Johnny Vandermeer, talk about Major League history and records that will probably never be broken. Well, I guess it could be, but still think with Johnny Vandermeer, back-to-back no-hitters. If you threw back-to-back, you tie it. Then you'd have to throw a third to break the record. Impossible? No. Unlikely? Yes. Especially with pitch counts. And Nolan Ryan, every time he took the mound, there was a possibility that he'd throw a no-hitter. The Intimidator.
So 1973, Ryan did it. He was 21-16 that year. A little pop up to Pennington, who's out on the grass, and he's got it for out number 2. Let's check out Nolan. These are the 2 no-hitters from 1973. That looks like Royal Stadium in Kansas City.
Tall ball to catcher, number 10.
That's Tiger Stadium. So those were the 2. 1973 was Ryan's second year with the Angels, and that's the year he struck out 383 hitters. He did that in 326 innings. That was the most strikeouts he's ever had in a season, obviously.
He pitched 300 innings. He can't do that. 200 innings. That's the benchmark.
He walked 162 and struck out 383.
Sure, Nolan. Bobby Valentine had a restaurant in Arlington when he managed down there, and one of the greatest sights I've ever seen. Bobby had a baseball card of every hitter that Nolan ever struck out, and he had it on the wall.
Huh.
I made it.
Were you up there?
Oh, yeah.
Did it say how many times, or just you're on there?
I was there. Just proud to be there.
I was going to say, that if that's the worst thing that happens,
that's right.
It's not too bad.
You know, I mean, Nolan pitched, you just say, dear God, please don't let him hit me. I'll take a comfortable 0 for 4. Just don't let him hit me. As hard as he threw, the ball would go through you.
Well, the next year, in 74, Ryan threw 332 innings, struck out 367, and walked 202. Kuzmanov dives. He cannot quite get it under his glove and down the line. Taylor Teagarden sees Davis having a little trouble picking it up, and he stops at second base. So Teagarden, a 2-out double.
Dallas Braden was talking, and maybe a little bit talking to the baseball, and then threw him a changeup. Teagarden spun up his bat a little bit, hooked it past the diving Kevin Kuzmanov. Kuz that close to getting the ball, robbing him of extra bases. Ultra Mo, nice effort by Kevin Kuzminoff, but falling behind 3-2. Taylor Teagarden, remember the home run he hit in Texas?
Yeah.
I don't want to remember.
We were impressed.
No, I think it was depressed, not impressed. He was impressed. Very impressive.
So top of the order, and Elvis Andrus. So Teagarden with the double. That's just his third hit of the year.
2 against the A's.
Would you like to know what you were against Nolan Ryan? Because it was good. It was good. 9 for 27.
Really?
You did not take him deep, but you went 9 for 27. You struck out 4 times, which is not a lot, and he hit you once.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Do you?
As if it happened yesterday.
Carson racing into foul territory. It's out of play.
I may have told it before, but
is that the fight?
No. That was right here when he was with the Angels, and he dropped down and threw sidearm on a sunny midweek afternoon. And as soon as he dropped down, I started screaming because I knew I was going to get hit. And sure enough, he hit me in the left calf.
Did he do it on purpose?
No. He told me many years later when he was pitching for the Rangers that someone told him he should drop down and throw sidearm. He decided to do it with me. And I said, why?
So you were the guy.
I was the victim. And I said,
didn't
why?
work so well for him. Huh?
I said, all you have to do is just throw the ball. I'm out, and then you're going to drop down. And I swear if it hit me in the shin, it would have split it in half. It hit me in the calf. That was bad enough. I was laying on the ground. I said, why?
Really?
So I'm like Nancy Kerrigan, going, why?
Oh, man.
But, I mean, it was just
it was unnecessary.
Well, yeah, and he only did it one time in his whole career, his great Hall of Fame career. And I can say that one time he dropped down and threw sidearm and he nailed me. Kept me out of the Hall of Fame.
We got to talk to him about that.
Oh,
he is the new owner.
That's right. He is the new owner.
Andrus, left center field. That's trouble. Coco Crisp on the run. He can't get it. Teagarden's going to score, and Elvis Andrus comes through big time with a 2-out RBI double.
Well, another changeup, and the changeup is not so good that they're swinging and missing. This one, right in the middle of the plate and down, and they're playing him to right center. So Coco Crisp, a long run, and just ran out of room. Ran out of room and had to come up short. So the 2-out hit, 3-2 hit to Teagarden, and the same 3-2 to Elvis Andrus.
So here's Michael Young. So the game now tied at 1, and the changeup Young lays off. So Andrus picks up his 29th RBI. And it's back-to-back doubles, Teagarden and Andrus. Strike call.
Now, Cliff Lee in the last inning against the A's with not only fastballs after the 3 hits off him have been off-speed pitches. And Dallas Braden, with the Rangers not biting at his changeup, might do the same thing, go more fastballs. Does not have the velocity to Cliff Lee, but still, if you're looking off-speed and you throw the fastball, it's going to seem much quicker.
Young hanging in there. We talked about it when the A's were in Texas and Young. It almost looks like he wants you to throw the ball away from him, and he just shoots it to right field. But he's strong enough to turn on it if you try to come inside. He's got 16 home runs. I guess that's why he's a good hitter. Braden has it. No underhand. Side retired. A run and a couple of hits. Both doubles for the Rangers. Bottom of the third coming up. We're tied at 1.
Pack, and it's courtesy of Washington Hospital. For tickets, go to OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Ron Washington was just a baseball man. I guess he's in the hospitals as well.
Yes, he is. Top of the order for the A's. It'll be Coco Crisp, who fouled out to Cantu, the first baseman, his first at bat. Anthony's first strike. Crisp is 6 for 23 in his career against Cliff Lee. So the shutdown inning statistic for Lee is he's well above the AL average. You know what a shutdown inning is. The team scores and you're the pitcher. Well, you go out there and what you want to do is the next half inning, do not allow the other team to score. And if you don't, well, that's a shutdown inning. And that keeps momentum in your dugout. Chris drives on the right, but Cruz is going to get back there, and he makes the catch. One out here in the bottom of the third. Well, finally, we got someone to cut Gary Radnich down to size. We take Gary's 3-hour KNBR morning show, we condense it to an hour, and we show it at 11 p.m. Best moments, best interviews, and Gary with Tony Bruno on Radnich Remix. Weeknights at 11 p.m. Derek Barton off a lead. It's going to be Cantu who picks it up, and he does not pick it up, and Barton's going to be safe. Kind of a do-or-die try by Cantu, and he did not pick it up cleanly. So it'll be a hit for Barton. He's 2 for 2.
Well, it's hit something solid to go off Cliff Lee that hard. It looked like Cantu really just stand in front of the baseline. But Derek Barton, a good job going around him to avoid the tag, which is what you're allowed to do, and he did it and reached the bag as Cantu could not come up with the ball. That's tough for the first baseman's mitt to kind of reach down and try to suck it up into the glove and mitt. Hard to do, not able to do it. What you can't do with the glove straight down and trying to pick it up when you have a first baseman mitt. It's a big mitt anyway. It's long. Not a lot of feel in it because of the length of the glove with the webbing.
So 1-1 to Kurt Suzuki, who had an RBI double in the first inning. Strike 2 call. Kurt thought it was a little high.
They're staying inside with the fastballs. It's after the first couple of innings, breaking pitches. Away this time.
Shallow right field toward the line. Cruz on the run in foul territory. He makes the catch. Long run for Nelson Cruz, but he takes care of it. 2 outs for Kevin Kuzminoff.
92-mile-an-hour fastball outside. Kirk did not get to it, and this guy could run for the man who's had both hamstrings injured this year. Nelson Cruz, but seems to be running okay there. Doesn't affect his bat, that's for sure. The way he hits him, he doesn't have to run hard.
Kuzminoff bounced to short in the first inning. So the A's with a rare off day at home yesterday, which is always a nice treat for the players, and quite frankly, everybody involved.
Teagardner called time. That's why Hernandez stepped out and pointed to the catcher. He who works so quickly anyway. Threw it, which is what you should do.
He's with 4 hits off Cliff Lee so far. Kent 2 past the coach's box. He's got it. Side retired. A hit and a runner left for the A's. We've played 3 from the Coliseum. We're tied at 1. Here in the top of the 4th, tie game. Hamilton, Guerrero, and Cruz, 3, 4, and 5. Hamilton grounded out to second in his first at bat. He skies this one to right center. Go Chris to the wall, and it is gone. Hamilton homers number 24, and the Rangers lead 2-1.
Speed, and he provided all the power. So he just plant the front foot, and that's a big boy home run there because he just waited and waited and crushed it.
Guerrero swings and misses at a changeup. So the MVP caliber season continues for Josh Hamilton. Now has 24 homers and 76 RBIs.
Ultramo planted the front foot, kept the bat back, and just kind of waited, and upper body got it, and it missed. Now this club, no doubt, Young, Hamilton, Guerrero, Cruz, a lot of power in the middle part of the lineup.
Kuzmanov knocks it down, scrambles after it, and throws, and they get Guerrero at first. A little bit of an argument. Dan Bellino is the first base umpire.
Well, if Guerrero's running out of the box immediately, he might have beaten it out, but Kuz had it, dropped it, still recovered, and watch the stretch by Derek Barton at first base. The bounce, the stretch, and good play. Running, and he jumped, and watch that. Bam, bam, ball in the glove, and the foot's up.
He got him.
Dan Bellino, excellent call, absolutely.
So 1 out here in the 4th. Nelson Cruz steps in. Cruz lying to do a 4-3 double play in the 2nd inning. Josh Hamilton home run here in the 4th inning has given the Rangers their lead. There's a walk. That is walk number 2 issued by Braden.
No doubt, certain players are going to think about pitching carefully, and Nelson Cruz, one of those guys, along with Guerrero. Hamilton might change his mind about him too. The way he crushed the ball.
Cantu takes just a bit outside.
He saw him a lot with the Tampa Bay Rays, known as the Devil Rays at that time.
Very close play, and the ball was laying underneath Cruz. Swing fouls it back. Cantu had a good year with the Rays. He was kind of a quite sure if he was going to be a good hitter or not, but then he had a good year, and then he went to Florida and had a couple really good years. He's driven in 100 or more runs in a season a couple times.
Dallas Braden staying inside. Just wonder if he starts to cheat a little bit, backs up off the plate. That's when, as a catcher, you start noticing that. Change up away.
Rangers traded just a couple of minor league pitchers for Cantu. Omar Poveda and Evan Reed. Right-handers. Pennington has it. Out at second, out at first. Taylor-made double play, side retired. Josh Hamilton, a home run. So the Rangers have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Gentlemen, tonight your play.
is the only Ranger to lead the AL in ERA. Former Athletic, only Ranger to lead the American League in earned run average. Swing and a miss by Adam Rosales. Rosales, Ellis, and Davis here in the bottom of the fourth. He's now trailing 2-1. 0-2. So Cliff Lee pitching with a lead for the first time. He's got their run in the very first inning. Big curveball swing and a miss. So 3 pitches, Rosales strikes out.
So 6 pitches. Adam Rosales has not made contact. Fastball, then a curve, a better curve, a little sharper breaking curve than what he threw to Rajai Davis in the second inning. Then he hit for the last, the double. At the last hit, Barton had to hit off of Lee.
First pitch strike to Mark Ellis. Ellis grounded out to short, leading off the second inning. Mariners and the Royals underway up in Seattle. Mariners with a 2-1 lead in the fourth inning. Driven to right center. Cruz is going to track it down. A long run to his right.
Well, he just kept slicing back. Cruz playing a little bit deep in right field. So for him to take the angle to get to the ball, not a problem with the ball slicing back towards the line, which that's what happens with a right-handed hitter going to right field. Might have been a triple, too.
Yep. So 2 outs for Rajai Davis. And that game up in Seattle, the only other game still going on in the American League. Everybody else is finished for the night in the AL. 0-2. Right now, strike throwing machine is Cliff Lee. And that's right there, strike 3 called. So Cliff Lee, a couple of strikeouts in the bottom of the fourth, and he has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Inning. It'll be Murphy, Guzman, Teagarden for Texas. Rangers got a run in the third. Double by Andrus that knocked home Teagard, and then the Hamilton home run in the fourth.
One cannot afford to give up any more runs with already Cliff Lee with a 1-run lead. I start smelling it, you know.
Well, you could tell the last inning, even though it was just the bottom of the fourth. Barton right near the bag, steps on the bag, and that's out number 1. Here's our AT&T trivia question and answer. Which former Athletic is the only Ranger to lead the AL in earned run average? Rick Honeycutt, a 2.42 ERA in 1983. Rick Honeycutt.
Became an outstanding setup guy for Dennis Eckersley when he came to Oakland. He and Gene Nelson, lefty righty. A very good starting pitcher with Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers.
Guzman popped out to the shortstop. Count now 1-1. Pennington dives, he's got it, and he cannot quite get rid of it. Oh, I tell you, if he gets a clean exchange, he's got a pretty good chance to throw out Guzman, and that would have been a sensational play.
Guzman doesn't run as well as he originally did. He was with the Twins, but Cliff Pennington was ready. He was going to throw flat-footed. He has a strong enough arm to do it because he knew he could not take the time to take a little crow hop, so he was going to plant and throw, but could not get the ball in his hand. Up in the webbing, and the transfer right there, very tough, even an ultra mode. So could not hook the ball into his glove, had to hurry, and very tough play.
Teagard hits it high and foul, so that is hit number 4 for Texas. So let's check out the career of Rick Honeycutt. A lot of games, of course, a lot of games out of the bullpen, like Ray said. 38 career saves, an all-star a couple of times.
Those saves came when Dennis Eckersley had a day off or was on the disabled list, which he was a couple of times. But Rick, very good. Another starting pitcher that was converted into a reliever and did a very good job.
Just gets back. Teagard, a 2-out double in the third inning. He scored. Teagard on the year is 3 for 35 against the A's. He's got a homer and a double, and he hits that one well. Davis back, looking up, and it is gone. That's a home run for Taylor Teagard. Are you kidding me?
That is unbelievable.
4-1, the Rangers lead. It hit right off the concrete facing. So Teagard hurts the A's again.
On an 0-2 changeup. So when you know it's not working, this is it. That's what Thomas Andrus did with the changeup that went to left center. This one just kept traveling and off the concrete facing, and a 2-run home run again by Taylor Teagard. So Vin Mazzaro in Texas, opposite field, and off of Dallas Braden, an 0-2 changeup.
Ellis gets a big hop, and he retires Andrus for round number 2.
I'll make this guy a Hall of Famer.
Now batting, number 10, Michael Young.
Was he asking the bat, did you give me enough? He did.
Indeed.
That's it. Says it all there. 2 home runs and double, 3 hits, 4 hits all season.
Michael Young is 0 for 2. Change up in first strike. So Hamilton and Teagarden home runs tonight for Texas. They now have 111 on the year, 6th most in the American League. They've scored the 3rd most runs in the American League. And now full count. So, as always, good offensive team. This year, the difference, their pitching's good. It was better last year, but not nearly like they are this year. Rajay Davis goes back, and he's got it. Side retired. But a big 2-run homer for Taylor Teagarden, so we head to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1 Rangers.
For just a deposit of $150 on new orders, you can get an A's player jersey and you get to pick the player. Your deposit also guarantees you rights to purchase playoff tickets this season and next season. Operators are standing by now. Call 510-638-GO-A's. It's 510-638-4627.
Matt Carson leads off the bottom of the 5th with a fly ball to right field.
Now batting, shortstop, number 2, Cliff Pennington.
That sounds like a pretty good deal.
It's a great deal. That jersey alone is outstanding. That's Steve Lucinich keep busy providing all those jerseys and just pick your player. Up $150 and you're all set.
Pick your seat.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the A's will play 81 home games next year, right?
Yes.
One and one to Pennington. Pennington tries to bunt again, but then pulls the bat back. 2-1. Pennington struck out looking in the 2nd inning. 5 strikeouts for Cliff Lee. And now the count is even at 2-2. very close, but inside. A full count to Pennington with Coco Crisp waiting in the on-deck circle. So a good battle here with Cliff Lee and Pennington. 26,388 tonight. Good crowd on a Friday night. 26388. And that's a base hit. So Pennington battles Cliff Lee and ends up with a base hit. Let's check out our Bloomberg Sports graphic. Strikeouts to walks. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. No walks, 5 strikeouts tonight. I mean, it's ridiculous is what it is. I mean, come on. Strikeout to walk ratio. It's the best I've ever seen. That's for sure.
Well, if you get to 3-2, as Cliff Pennington did, you know it's going to be close to being around the plate. So be prepared.
Guzman on the dive, and he takes a hit away from Coco Crisp. Very nice play by Christian Guzman.
Could not get the ball out of the webbing, kind of stuck in between. So if he's going to try to throw to first base, he'd have to throw in his glove. See it? That's how close it went to going through the glove, but unfortunately for Coco, who hit the ball hard, almost hit it so hard it went through the glove.
Strikeout to walk ratio. He's got 123 strikeouts this year and 9 walks. I mean, it's unbelievable. Barton takes a fastball first strike. So Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy player, track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Strike 2, 0-2. Barton a triple and a run scored in the first, and he singled in the third. Breaking ball, nice block by Teagarden. Just 67 pitches for Cliff Lee, so the pitch count is pretty good for the left-hander. Yeah, I'm with you, Ray. You just got to get in there and be ready to hack.
Oh, yeah. Well, it works quickly. It does not allow you to take a lot of time. Going to do anything, you have to step out, but he gets the ball, he throws strikes, and of course, fielders love to play behind it because of that.
2-2 now to Barton.
A 3-2 count to Kuz and a 3-2 count to Pennington, and that's it.
Strike 3 call. The fastball right there, and Barton took it. And that is 6 strikeouts for Cliff Lee. 4-1 Texas after 5. Woodstains, August 6, 2003. Eric Chavez. 2 home run game at Comerica Park. First one was off Will Ledesma. The second one off Chris Sperling. 5 RBIs that night for Eric Chavez. The A's won the game 6-3. That was August 6th of 2003. You were there. You remember it.
I sure do, and I'd like to remember seeing Eric Chavez swinging a bat again like that.
Wouldn't we all? Josh Hamilton. Slow roller. Ellis takes care of it, and that's 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 27, Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, I think the Rangers have come into this game against Dallas Braden thinking one thing: change up, thinking soft. Because the hits that have come against Dallas tonight, Hamilton with a home run, Teagarden with the home run, Andrus with a double. All 3 of those, actually, those hits driving in all 4 runs.
On 1-2, Vladimir Guerrero. Now it's 0-2. Angels won tonight 4-2 over the Tigers. Jared Weaver was the winner. It's the 11th win. Verlander took the loss. He's 12-7. Fuentes got his 21st save. Torrey Hunter hit a home run in that game, but he was also thrown out of the game later on for arguing balls and strikes, and he looked like the bill of his helmet hit the umpire. And that was not good, folks.
No,
and he got thrown out immediately after that.
And he's going to get probably some time to sit and think about it.
Yep.
Like a suspension. Anytime you bump the umpire, I wouldn't say it automatic, but pretty close to it.
So the Tigers lose. All 3 teams in that AL Central that are still in contention, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, all lost tonight.
Number 17,
White Sox with a game-and-a-half lead over the Twins. The Tigers are 9 back. They are now 53 and 56. So Tigers spiraling downward. Cruz, a big swing, rolls it foul. Red Sox beat the Yankees 6-3. Colts the winner, Vasquez the loser. Papelbon with the save. Ortiz hit his 24th home run of the year. How about this, Ray? The Yankees lose, the Rays lose. The Red Sox win. The Red Sox are only 5 games out, and they've really been struggling.
They're only 5 out. Kevin Youkilis is out for the year.
Yeah.
It's too bad. One of the big hitters and excellent first baseman. With a thumb surgery.
So the Red Sox probably feel like, wait a minute, we're still in this thing. And maybe they are.
This is the time of the year where you're playing teams within your own division, especially teams that you're chasing.
2-2 to Cruz. Foul back. The Orioles beat the White Sox 2-1 in 10 innings. Buck Showalter is 4-0, folks. Turning it around.
How many games are they out?
I don't know. 31.5. But they picked up a game tonight.
Yeah.
Indians beat the Twins 7-6. Walk-off home run for Matt Laporta in that game. (3-2) to Cruz. He drives into right field. That's down the line. Headed for the corner. Carson into the corner, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Matt Carson on the run. And a 3-up, 3-down inning for Dallas Braden. Coors Light Freeze Game is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Cool night at the ballpark. Right around 60 degrees at first pitch, but into the mid-50s now. A's trailing 4-1. Suzuki, Kuzmanov, Rosales. Cliff Lee has settled down. He's retired 8 out of the last 9. He's got no walks and 6 strikeouts in the game. RBI double and a fly ball to right field for Suzuki. Hits that one right center. Cruz falls off Hamilton, and that's out number 1. So Suzuki now 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Kuzmanov.
Not even a fastball count. The A's hitters are not getting very good swings off Cliff Lee.
And some fastballs right down the middle being taken, which is very surprising when you see that. Kuzmanov hits it hard, but right at Michael Young. Young over to first, can't do, and that is out number 2. 74 pitches for Cliff Lee so far in the game.
Designated hitter, number 7, Adam Rosales.
Well, the A's know when they get down as they are right now by 3 runs, there's not really a lot of power in the lineup to get them back with 1 swing of the bat. We talked about that before. So in Chicago, when they were down 3 runs, that's where it is. Billy Beane says, I agree with him. It's nice to have that. Now you can get a 3-run home run to get yourself back in the game. And so far, the A's this year have not just really had that many opportunities, or at least guys, to do that.
Quickly 0-2 to Adam Rosales, who has had absolutely no luck. We're talking no luck against Cliff Lee.
Well,
is it 8 pitches, 8 strikes?
Right, you call it no luck or no contact.
Right there, strike 3 called. Wow. 7 strikeouts for Cliff Lee. He's got Rosales 3 times. 7th inning coming up, 4-1 Texas.
In home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. By Chevy with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
Well, Dallas Braden has not gone out for the top of the 7th inning. So his night has come to an end. Henry Rodriguez has come in. We're not sure if there's something wrong with Dallas Braden, but when we hear something, we will certainly let you know. But the new pitcher is the right-hander, Henry Rodriguez. So we'll let Henry Rodriguez finish up his warm-up tosses, and then we'll come back. So top of the 7th inning and a new pitcher for the Athletics. Tune-up your oil change, tune-up and smog experts. Henry Rodriguez takes over. So Rodriguez will face Cantu, Murphy, and Guzman. First pitch is a strike. So Dallas Braden, 88 pitches on the night.
A chance for Henry Rodriguez to come in and throw strikes, and he threw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, first pitch strike. Every time he takes the mound, better control he has, the more he's going to pitch. And with the velocity he has on his fastball, he could really be a beneficial member of the bullpen for the Athletics.
There's a shot to center field, and that's a base hit. So Cantu with a leadoff hit here in the top of the 7th inning. And then I'll bring up David Murphy.
Number 7, David Murphy.
Murphy, a couple of ground outs tonight. And he hits one very high. Shallow right. Carson comes in. And Carson has it. So Cantu back to first.
Number 12, Christian Guzman.
So here's Guzman. Hop out and a single for Guzman. He scored on the T-Garden home run. Barton on the backhand, drops it, and he'll step in the bag at first and get the out there. So that's the second out, and Cantu goes to second base.
And Derek upset because he knew he had a very good chance to turn a 3-6-1 or 3-6-3 double play. The backhand, he was setting himself to throw, and just the transfer was not there. One out, but puts a runner in scoring position. Got to intentionally walk Teagarden.
Babe Teagarden. And that one past Suzuki and a ball into dirt. So Cantu to third.
Well, Kurt just trying to backhand the ball, no chance to get in front of it, and his backhand put a glove on it, but not much. That's a concern about advancing the runner to third. He's going to have to find a way to get his body in front of it if he can with the 97 to 99 mile an hour fastball. You know what happens in a case like that? You go, I caught it. I caught it. I didn't want to see this. You have to see that again.
Part of the game, I guess. That one a foul ball. So the count 1-2 to Taylor Teagarden, who is, let's see, 4 for 36 this year.
He was hitting 0-39 when he faced the A's in Arlington. Two-run home run.
And he went around on the hard-breaking ball from Rodriguez. Side retired. A hit and a runner left. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. It's 4-1 Texas. With a 4-1 lead over the Athletics. Cliff Lee, after giving up a triple and a double in the first inning, he's got their run. He's given up just 3 hits since then, as most good pitchers do. He has settled down, retired 5 in a row. There's a strike to Marcellus. 1-1 the count. No walks again tonight for Cliff Lee with the 7 strikeouts. It's amazing, Gray. We said it in his start against Texas, and pretty good strike zone to work with. His stuff, just watching, does not dazzle you. But he doesn't mess around, and he throws strikes.
And that was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball on the stadium gun, so he has gone from 89-93 with a fastball.
All right, here's our A's in-game box score. It's brought to you by Mass Mutual. For the Athletics, just the 5 hits in the game, a couple of them by Derek Barton. The RBI double by Kurt Suzuki. Again, that was in the very first inning. Adam Rosales has seen 9 pitches, all strikes, and he has struck out 3 times. So that is our Mass Mutual A's in-game box score.
See hitters take pitches down the middle of the plate, do not swing, and actually, what if they're just not picking the ball up?
Something.
And that's a 92-mile-an-hour straight fastball. And he's been throwing a lot of fastballs tonight.
He must hide the ball well. That has to be part of it.
You know, I asked Mark Ellis about it, and he said not necessarily. You know, when he pitched the ball in Texas, I said, just the way he's set up. And he said, no, you can see the ball coming out of his hand.
Huh.
But I think it's just the way he varies the velocity on his fastball. Of course, the location is near perfect as far as the strike zone.
Davis pops it up. The second baseman, Christian Guzman, has it. So that's the second out here in the 7th inning. 7 in a row retired by Cliff Lee.
25, Matt Carson.
So Matt Carson will hit. Baseball out on the field, out in left field. Matt Carson tonight struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. He hit a fly ball to right field in the 5th. So Carson ahead of the count, 2-0. Not get ahead 2-0 against Cliff Lee a whole lot. Driven left field. Murphy got a very good jump, and he makes a nice running catch. Side retired. So Cliff Lee has set 8 in a row down, and we are through 7. It's 4-1 Texas.
Cancer awareness caps and pins are Now available for purchase at A's home games behind Section 120. Special thanks to Dr. Costa Times, Comerica Bank, and State Roofing Systems for supporting this day, benefiting breast cancer research and education. For tickets and information, go to OaklandAthletics.com.
Top of the 8th inning here at the Coliseum, and it's the Rangers 4 and the A's 1. A's go to the bullpen and bring in Brad Ziegler when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Andrus, Young, and Hamilton. Andrus a big hit in this game. 2-out RBI double in the 3rd. Now 3-0. Close from Ziegler. That one outside. So a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man, Elvis Andrus.
Now batting.
That's the 3rd walk that A's pitchers have given to the Rangers. First 2 by Braden. Henry Rodriguez threw an inning. Gave up a hit, had a strikeout. Michael Young takes a strike. Young is hitless tonight. No Texas Ranger has more hits in franchise history than Michael Young. That's a pretty nice honor. 1,791.
Signed a long-term contract, so he's got a chance to add to that total.
Yep.
So he's in great shape, and some talk, of course, when he signed the contract, how old he would be, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. He may play beyond the contract, especially with his style of hitting.
Michael Young, 33 years old, with a contract that runs through 2013. That one misses badly inside. So Brad Ziegler having some trouble finding the plate right now.
They stay with the fastball, and he has a very good sinker. A very good slider to go along with the sinker, but maybe a slider, but he figures that's the type of pitch that Young has to hit the right field.
Good pitch there on the corner.
I guess he's got rising.
Rising cutter, like Jack Cust said about Max Scherzer when he struck out a whole bunch in Detroit. A rising cutter, which we laughed about, but he was being serious.
I think in that game it was the strike zone, line to line, not black to black on the plate.
Pop up to right. Carson comes in. So Michael Young is 0 for 4, and that'll bring up Josh Hamilton, and that'll bring us to our poll question. Visit the A's page on csncalifornia.com to vote in tonight's poll. You make the call. Of these 5, who would be your AL MVP right now? Hamilton, Cabrera, Cano, Crawford, or Konerko?
Five pretty good players he had on one team.
And Ziegler throws it away. And Andrus is very fast, so he will have no problem getting to third. So it'll be an error and a 2-base error.
Bounced into the runner, and Derek Bart did not know where it was, and so Sanders could have just fallen on him and let Matt Carson run and get the ball. Could have kept him at first. Can't get up. I've got a bad leg. Just stay right there.
A's are going to walk Hamilton, so there'll be Runners at first and third with one out.
One of the less dangerous Vladimir Guerrero. But still a pretty good move because they just have a chance for a double play. Guerrero, who usually make contact, it's a matter of whether you get it hit it on the ground or not.
So Hamilton will trot to first with the intentional walk. And the A's desperately need to keep this at a 3-run deficit.
Vladimir Guerrero.
So here's Guerrero. Bonzer starts to throw, getting ready to throw. Sinker low to Guerrero, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's grounded out, and he is fouled out to first. That one just off the plate. Close pitch by Ziegler. Nelson Cruz is in the on-deck circle. That time Ziegler gets the call on the outside corner. Pop up and good pitch there by Ziegler. It ran in on Guerrero. Played in just 100 games last year for the Angels. And I'm sure hindsight's 20/20, but if the Angels would have known what Guerrero was going to do this year, they'd have kept him. Runner going, and Ziegler has him. Now they're going to come home, and umpires are calling time, and they're going to say a balk. They're calling a balk, so the run's going to come in to score anyways. Now Bob Garrett and Ziegler are going to argue.
Well,
so it's 5-1.
Said he lifted his leg, I think, and whatever, I guess he lifted it, that constituted a balk as far as Hernandez is concerned, because when Hernandez went out, he lifted his front leg. So, see there? That's where he called the balk, just the fact when he lifted his leg. Watch this. There. And you know what? It was going to be a run anyway, because as soon as Ziegler looked to first base, Andrus took off from third.
Yeah.
And he was going to score, but instead of it being a double steal, or at least, yeah, it would have been a double steal, because Elliott was coming home and had no chance to get it.
So the balk, and it's 5-1 now, Texas.
Right, Ziegler's going to have to work on that fake to third, because when he lifted the leg straight up, that's what Hernandez said. And really, when you see that, it's usually kind of a slide step. The right-hander fake to third, step off and look to first.
Guerrero hits one very high to shallow center. Crisp has it, and Hamilton goes back to second base. So that's out number 2. So Guerrero now 0 for 3. And here's Nelson Cruz.
Time for Guerrero to take the tape off his fingers. Figure 8th inning.
Calling it a night?
Yeah, not got to hit anymore.
Cruz goes around. Cruz is 0 for 2. Got confidence in his bullpen, huh?
Or if he goes up to hit again, he just won't use the tape. Doesn't use batting gloves, never has.
So 0-2 to Cruz. No surprise, the Rangers bullpen is quiet. Mariners are leading the Royals 6-1 in the 7th inning. Zach Greinke pitching for Kansas City, so he's getting hit around a little bit by the Mariners. Cruz somehow got out of the way of that pitch. So 24 pitches this inning by Brad Ziegler. And now full count. Ziegler is not real sharp with his control. He's walked a couple. One of them was intentional in this inning. Cruz had a weight on that one. Slider that Ziegler throws, but it stayed on the inside corner.
Kevin got promoted to behind the plate.
Really?
Yeah.
I think his popularity was running wild down the third baseline.
Too much coverage.
Ziegler strikes out Cruz, and that retires the side, but a run, an unearned run for the Rangers, and they lead 5-1.
Okay, fans, something we never.
Here's our game summary brought to you by McDonald's. 5-6-0 for Texas, 1-5-1 for the A's. Taylor Teagarden again hurting the A's offensively, and Cliff Lee, no walks, 7 strikeouts as he is back on the mound for the bottom of the 8th inning, and he pours in a strike to Pennington. 90 pitches for Cliff Lee. Lee has retired 8 in a row and 14 out of the last 15. Breaking ball ball stays high. 2-1.
Pitching is all about making adjustments, and we saw from the first inning, Cliff Lee gave up 2 hits, 2 strike breaking pitches that actually won a fastball and then a breaking ball to Suzuki. And that's it, just 3 hits after the 2 in the first.
Drive to left, but the Rangers have a man there as Murphy backpedaling. He's got it. 1 out here in the 8th. Most consecutive starts, 8 or more innings. So he is working on number 10, and that's pretty impressive. Coco Crisp is 0 for 3 in the game. Bouncer in the hole. Andrus charges. Throws low, and Cantu digs it out. 6-3 on the putout, and that is the 2nd out here in the 8th. Ace Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cash Creek's Cash Fortune with $500 in cash every hour from 2 p.m. until midnight. Visit cashcreek.com for details. First pitch to Derek Barton is a strike on the outside corner. Good night for Barton. Single and a triple. And he's behind in the count 0-2. Very close pitch. Barton lays off.
By the way, Lee is pitching. Some of the guys are hoping that when he's a free agent this offseason, he goes back to the National League, where he pitched well with the Phillies last year. The way he's pitching, though, with the new ownership group, the Rangers, unless they had to come up with more money because to outbid the Cuban group, maybe that's some money that they wouldn't have to spend, but I think they'll try hard to sign Cliff Lee, although if it's his agent, he'll test the market and go with the highest bidder.
Well, he's been bounced around quite a bit the last couple of years, so he's going to get paid, but
he'll get his no trade.
Let's just say he's going to get a no trade. But it'd be interesting to see how long of a contract Cliff Lee gets. He's 31 years old. He'll be 32 later this month. So a 32-year-old pitcher. Still very good. Is he on the top of the hill heading downward? I don't know.
What are you saying? Is he worthy of a 7-8 year contract?
Well,
which,
no, he's not.
Yeah, wouldn't think so.
But 5 years, which may be realistic. Barton lines a single to center field. So Derek Barton has a 3-hit night, and that breaks the stretch of 10 consecutive A's hitters retired.
Took the not off the cut fastball or slider, but Derek Barton staying back with the off speed and the ultra low. Good swing, and of course, excellent follow through by Derek Barton. A couple of balls up the middle by Barton.
So maybe a 2-out rally here for the A's. There's a strike. Angel Hernandez has pumped that right arm a lot tonight. But I think his strike zone has been pretty fair. There it is again. Inside corner, and it's 0-2. Frank Francisco starts to loosen up. 105 pitches for Lee.
Had a close game in Arlington. He went 9 innings, but this game, if he leaves after this inning with this lead, it wouldn't be that necessary for Ron Washington to keep him in for the ninth. Pretty good company there. Lincecum at the 44 wins. He is the lowest of those that group.
Lee trying to finish off the 8th inning. Suzuki trying to keep it alive with Kuzminoff in the on-deck circle. So 87 miles per hour, Ray. Is that the cut fastball?
I think it's a cutter, yeah.
About that speed.
So it could be a slider. He throws both the cutter and slider, so you could have kind of a combination.
And there's a base hit. Suzuki singles. So it is a 2-out rally.
I have Mike Maddox is going to go talk to his pitcher, but how about this scenario? Get Kuz on base, and Adam Rosales, who's seen 9 pitches, 9 strikes. He struck out 3 times, hit a slam on the first pitch he sees.
Odds are on his side.
Fastball, center cut, and Kurt Suzuki didn't miss it. Oh, the Ultra Mo. Oh, we get so spoiled. Ultra Mo and HD. High definition by Comcast Sportsnet California.
Well, you know what's great about those shots, and we've seen it really every time we've shown the hitter, is you always hear hitters say you can't really start your swing to your foot, that top foot where guys got to lift up their leg a little bit. You can't really start your swing till the foot hits the ground again, and you see it every time with the Ultra Mo. Right when that foot comes back down, the swing goes. Kuzminoff, high pop-up, but that will reach the seats. Bonds are on the left, Blevins on the right.
Well, there's both Bonzer and Jared Blevins.
One extreme to the other.
Oh. And there's your contrasting body types. Yeah, one's left, one's right.
That's right. That's what you were talking about.
That's it.
A lefty and a righty.
Somebody has to stand on the other side of the mountain, kind of balance out.
Kuzminoff, the pitch in the dirty, swings and misses, and the tag is applied. So that is strikeout number 8, and that's how the bottom of the 8th comes to an end. 5-1 as we head to the 9th. exclusive Hall of Fame reports. Jerry Rice going into the NFL Hall of Fame, so congratulations to him. Mindy Bach, Brody Brazil will host. Ninth inning from the Coliseum. Crowd of over 26,000 tonight. So far, it's been all Texas Rangers. Rangers lead 5-1. The A's are getting their first look at Boof Bonser. So Boof Bonser takes over here in the ninth. He's recently called up. Well, Bonser a couple years ago with the Minnesota Twins. Designated for assignment by the Red Sox in the middle of June, and then signed by the A's in July. Can't two to right center where Coco Crisp has it. So Bonser retires the first hitter he faces.
Folks, his real name is Boof. And it legally changed from John to Boof. And don't argue with him.
Well, hey. I'm sure he's got a very good reason.
Mama said change it.
Here's Murphy.
He's involved in the big trade across the bay to Minneapolis Twins. He was the starting pitcher and pitched well, but accustomed to the role out of the bullpen where he pitched for the Red Sox.
He was originally a first-round draft pick of the Giants a long time ago. It's funny, still just 28 years old. Signed out of high school.
His fastball is still very good, too. Low to mid-90s.
Right shoulder worked on to the point where he missed all of the 2009 season, did Bonser. Murphy tonight is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and hit a fly ball to right field. Guzman waits in the on-deck circle. There's a shot to left field, and that's a base hit. So Murphy has his first hit.
Time now for the Jeep drive of the game. And Josh Hamilton set up outside with Suzuki. The pitch inside. Ultramo just showed it kind of the front foot. Put against the front and just drove it very deep to right center. Providing his own power because that was an off-speed pitch from Dallas.
A couple of home runs tonight by the Rangers. 7 hits total. Coco Crisp will get some more action. Takes care of Guzman. Got a pair of right-handers down in that Rangers bullpen now. Frank Francisco's been down there. He's ready, and also Alexi Ogando.
Now batting, number 2, Taylor Teagarden.
So with 2 outs, one of the heroes tonight for the Rangers, Taylor Teagarden, steps in. Bonser's first pitch is fouled straight back. Well, tomorrow afternoon it'll be Gio Gonzalez and Rich Harden, your pitching matchup. A nationally televised game. So, Ray, you will head over to the radio side. Gio will be looking for his 10th win of the year. Rich Harden, 4-3 on the season. Right field. A's have a man there. It's Matt Carson, side retired. So we're headed to the bottom of the ninth. Plenty of work to do for the A's. They trail 5-1. In the bottom of the ninth inning. And that, folks, is a game winner. When you've got a giant appetite, it's got to be Nations. Rajay the hero. August 3rd of 2009.
Nelson Cruz hurt himself.
That's right. Yeah. Smashed up against the wall. Right field corner. Actually, he didn't run into the wall. He kind of twisted his knee, didn't he, or his ankle? Yeah. So Cliff Lee done for the night, 8 strong innings, and he hands the ball to Frank Francisco. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog expert. So I think Frank Francisco will try to get the final 3 outs. Adam Rosales, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
That's 11.
Come on, Adam, we're pulling for you.
Make contact, please.
He has seen 11 pitches, all strikes. He struck out 3 times.
Boy, I was concerned. He's trying to get loose. Maybe he doesn't want to DH. Guys,
He's got a good excuse. I don't like DH.
That's right.
I'm a regular player. Position guy.
Now he knows how Mark Ellis feels.
Drives that one to left field. Murphy's going back, and Murphy has it.
I'd ask for the baseball.
He's hit a couple balls hard to left field tonight, but Murphy has done a nice job out there. So that's out number 1. Cliff Lee is 2 outs away from career win number 100.
Number 14, Mark Ellis.
So a significant milestone in his career. First pitch to Ellis is a bit low. We'll be back on the air with you here on Comcast Sportsnet California on Sunday. That'll be Trevor Cahill and Colby Lewis. Ellis will pop up, and that's going to be playable behind home plate. Taylor Teagarden has it, and that is out number 2. So that leaves it up to Rajay Davis.
Rajay Davis.
Davis doubled in the second inning. Since then, he is struck out and popped out. So 1 for 3 for Davis. Francisco pours a strike. The Angels won their game earlier. And right now, the A's are in danger of falling 9.5 games behind the Texas Rangers in the AL West. And Rajai Davis keeps the A's hopes alive as he pokes one into left field. So Davis continues his hot hitting. He's 2 for 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Athletics, batting for Matt Carson.
Curveball almost in the dirt. And Rajai staying back with a hit off the curveball. That was in the first at bat. 0-2. Same 0-2 here. A little bit different situation as Jack Cuss gets a at bat.
So Cuss hitting for Carson. Rajai Davis takes off, so he will get to second base. Inside, so 1-1. Cuss trying to get aboard. Pennington in the on deck circle. Broken bat down the left field line. Murphy racing into foul territory, and he cannot quite get there. And looks like there's a couple chunks of bat laying around the infield. That's the main one.
Ultra Mo. You don't see this that often where you get a chance to see a fractured bat. Look at the follow through with Jack and the baton in his hand. A couple of splinters down below.
The baton. That's a good one.
Still say Ultra Mo and HD. That was pretty special to see those two splinters falling down to the ground in HD and Ultra Mo.
You don't see either of them if you don't have either of them.
That's right. Well, you got Ultra Mo for you, but it's up to you folks to get the HD, which I would think by now every viewer has it.
You should.
If not, call us and we'll tell you how great it is.
Tell you how to get it. 1-2 pitch to Cuss. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. So the Texas Rangers flex their muscles a little bit in game one of this series. A couple of home runs, and Cliff Lee 8 very strong innings, and the Rangers win game one of this series by a final score of 5-1. So the A's fall back to the 500 mark. They're now 54-54, and they are 9.5 games behind the Rangers in the AL West. So once again, Rangers win it tonight 5-1 over the Athletics. Don't go away. A's post-game live with Jim Cosmore and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.